It is official draft week. This is one of the biggest draft weeks of the season, and I'm answering the most burning, pressing questions that you guys asked. So we've got actual fans' videos on the show. We're going to get to those questions, and we're going to introduce Tim the Bald Guy, and he's got major pressing questions that you guys sent on Instagram. And we've got amazingly big breaking news from yesterday. It was a big day in news here. We got to talk about this whole thing with the Raiders now at wide receiver. I'm going to address many commonly asked questions so you guys are prepared for your draft. So this is like a draft prep. And also, if you got to listen to the whole thing and to the end, because we're going to be embedding draft strategy tips as we go when I'm answering these questions. So there's a lot of golden, I like to say golden nuggets. There's some gems in here you cannot miss. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash it, slap it, tap it, hit that thumbs up right now. This is very important. And make sure you guys do grab the 16-round draft solution. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft in each round. Everything you need to crush your league. Do not draft without 16 rounds. I'm telling you, go right now, thefantasyfootballaccounts.com. Secure the solution. Principal cheat sheet, mock drafts. Grab 16 rounds. And finally, guys, football is back. Head over to mybookie.ag. You get everything on that site you need to place your bets, right? Get in on the action. Mybookie.ag. There's a survivor. Tim's on the show. Tim, where are you? Tim, are you here? Tim, there he is.
Oh, hi. Hi, guys.
Tim, guess what? Right now, there's a survivor pool at mybookie.ag. So if you guys think you know football, that is the place to head. Mybookie.ag. The code you want to use is FFC upon sign up. Get in on the survivor pool, get in on the action, get in on the spreads. Again, when you sign up at mybookie.ag, use code FFC. That's when you get all the perks and everything like that. Go there right now. Tim, are you excited? Are you on Tim's on MyBookie?
Yeah, man. So tell me once again, what does FFC mean? I'm clueless.
I think it stands for Fantasy Football Counselor.
Oh, of course. There's your first corny joke. That guy who hates our corny jokes.
Yeah, man. This is huge. There's so many perks. You got to use that code FFC, mybookie.ag. Go get it on the action. Games are starting, okay? And you get my picks below. Everything. Check out the links below. So you got to plug this stuff because it's important, and I want you guys to win and be optimized and get ready for football because you can't just watch the games without getting some bets in, getting some fantasy in there. Like, you got to have all the perks. It makes it more exciting. It enhances the watching experience.
After watching your intro, do you even breathe?
No, I'm excited. Exactly. There is no breathing, Tim.
You just talk so damn fast, man. There's like no time for a breath.
It's funny. Somebody commented in last video, is like, is this on 1.5 speed? I'm like, dude, no, you don't understand. I'm inundated with questions. That's why we got to do this episode, because we got to get to these questions. So let's get to it here. Before we do, let's get to Breaking Brad. Let's slow it down with Breaking Brad here.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
Ooh, great urgency.
You like that, eh, Tim? Great urgency. So now we're going to slow it down here because dude, I'm so excited. Like the week's here. It's here. And you're like, Joe, are you amped up on your pre-workout? No, I already worked. That's a scary thing. I've already worked out. You think that I'd be calm at this point, right, Tim? You think I'd be calm?
You should be dead tired. You don't work out hard enough.
No, that's probably it too. That's actually it. All right. So Tim, so much going on. Let's start with the news here. Audric Estime, we'll save the best for last. There's so much news, but Audric Estime, running back for the Broncos, who's kind of like the third, fourth stringer, who could have got in on some work there, but he is now cut from the Denver Broncos, which means more opportunity for my man, rookie RJ Harvey, and they got Dobbins there. Dobbins.
I estimate he will be on the practice roster.
You estimate that?
I estimate, not estimate. God damn it! You ruined my good joke.
That's a joke. I get it, but I'm thinking, Tim, like he should go to the CFL. That's how good he is. I estimate CFL.
I mean, they got a big ass field, right? CFL field is bigger than the NFL field. That's my understanding, but they're a very pass heavy league.
Yeah. So I estimate is gone. Don't worry. Again, opens things up. And again, Dobbins, I'm a little concerned, but if you're Harvey owners, it's annoying, but they need that depth. They need some sort of depth at this position. So you got to have Dobbins in there as kind of like a change of pace guy. I think Harvey's going to be the guy that run away with that job. Also in news here, this is important. Not that important, but important because we're big Tyler Warren fans at the tight end position on the Colts. There was Josh Downs, hamstring. He was dealing with that. He was banged up. He's expected to return to practice next week, according to head coach. And you know what? I'm not really concerned about Downs or Pittman or all these guys because I believe Warren's going to be the alpha there. Are you down on Down, Tim? Are you downs? Are you downs on him, Josh Downs?
I'm sorry. When you're saying Downs, my mind is going somewhere else that we shouldn't really be talking about. It's just a bad thing to say nowadays, I guess. But no, I'm not down on any of them.
I mean, like, get down and party. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, that's still not what I'm thinking, but we're good. Let's just move on, all right? I'm going to get in trouble here.
Okay, so Jacoby Myers recently asked the team for a trade. This is also very important. The two sides were not able to agree to a contract extension. Why? Because he sucks. I've been saying this and preaching this for years. Jacoby Myers, years to wow us. We're not really wowed. He sucks. That's why Brock Bowers did so well last year. So I'm like, okay, you guys all got to get Thornton. And I believe in Thornton. And I'm super excited. Things are opening up. They got Jack Beck, who was drafted in the second round. You got Thornton in the fourth round. You've got Brock Bowers. You got everything you need until some annoying news here that Amari Cooper, Bills washed up wide receiver who did nothing on the Bills, has agreed to terms on a 1-year contract, Tim, with the Vegas Raiders yesterday, according to a source. Financial terms were not disclosed. And I can tell you why they're not disclosed, Tim. Do you know why?
Yeah, because it's not worth it.
Because he's not worth it, because he sucks. Even spending a dime on this guy is not worth it. You got the alpha in Thornton. You got the energy. You got the 4.3 speed. A guy has been connecting. You got Brock Bowers, ultra elite tight end talent. You got Ashton Genty, and then you bring in Cooper. So people are going to ask him, what do I feel about this? I'm annoyed, but at the same end, I'm not really concerned because he's there for a veteran presence. He's not going to be, and even still, it's going to be Cooper on the outside, and you're going to have Thornton, and you're going to have somebody in the middle. You're going to have like Jack Beck in the slot. Like, I'm not concerned, but it's still kind of annoying. Like, I don't know. I guess they need the depth, especially if Myers is going to be probably shipped off. I think they're going to keep him. I think they might even keep him. I don't even know.
It seems to me like they're making a push this year. They're trying to put something together. I mean, it's a little bit half, but you're not picking up some really high end names, but you're making a push. I'll give you this to the Raiders. They're making a little push here, and maybe something will happen. You know, I've been dogging you big time on Genty. Still going to. I don't think the Raiders that great, but at least they're making a push. They're trying.
Yeah. Also, I want to talk a little bit here. Mark Andrews, undisclosed, did not participate yesterday, but is expected to be on the field next week, according to John Harbaugh. Again, undisclosed, Tim. Undisclosed. That's it.
He stubbed his toe.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
He's clearing up some sort of, he went out with the wrong woman and he's clearing up something. I don't know. Like, we don't know. It's undisclosed. We could just hypothetically, hypothetical
he's got some burning questions.
Burning down there. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with him? Like, it's undisclosed. So we could, if it's undisclosed, can't we make guesses? Maybe he's clearing.
Oh, hell yeah. It can be whatever we want it to be.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. If it's undisclosed, I could think it's anything, right? Who knows?
Yes, sir.
Who knows? Yeah. He's burning something off. Okay. Anyway, Joe Mixon, another thing, running back Texans will start the season on the reserve non-football injury list, and will miss at least 4 games of so IR, whatever, reserve non-football, what, he's on IR. He's gone. He's done 4 weeks. He's gone. Joe Mixon's gone, which means if you want to stash Woody Marks, there could be something there. You know, who else they got there? Nick Chubb. You know, I don't know. It's just, I have no Mixon stock. Tim, at this, you don't want those old running backs. You're looking for youth, right?
Yeah, man. It does. Once you hit that wall, it's done. Very rarely can a guy come back and do well.
They've got Nick Chubb, Dameon Pierce, and Woody Marks. Dameon Pierce, years to watch, we're not wowed. Rookie Woody Marks could be something. And Nick Chubb, who knows? You know, he's coming off those injuries and he looks strong. We saw some videos of him looking strong. Could be something there. And also, again, Darren Waller, not that we care, Miami Dolphins tight end. He came out of retirement, undisclosed, expected to ramp up his practice participation this week. According to head coach Mike McDaniel, that's what he said yesterday. And he's been recently activated from the active physically unable to perform list. So Darren Waller, not that exciting. And Ollie Gordon, some news there, might be in line for a sizable role in the offense for week 1, according to Indianapolis, as head coach Mike McDaniel conceded that running back Jaden Wright leg is unlikely to be ready for the regular season. So Jalen Wright was the backup there essentially. And then Ollie Gordon's been doing decent in camp with there in the Dolphins backfield. And then now you've got him basically saying that he might be in line. And Devin Achane, he was a little banged up too during the preseason, but he should be good to go as well. And I'm not sold on Achane. So I think there could be something there with Ollie Gordon if you're looking to stash some guy. His ADP shot up significantly. Round 10 pretty much is where I saw him coming off in best ball. Ollie Gordon, Tim. Why are you shaking your head? No, Tim, you don't know that.
Unless something happens to a chain, ain't happening, brother. Nope.
Yeah, he's still gonna. I think he's gonna get his share. Achane's a little undersized, but
he'll be like a 4 carries a game type guy.
So there's been a lot of things breaking. So Thornton, I'm not concerned about. Mixon's out, and we're gonna get to some questions right now, Tim. Let's just roll to that. But that's it. I think that's it. I guess something's gonna break. It's been kind of going fast. I'm just gonna see if they missed anything else here. I think that's pretty much it. So, Breaking Brad, could you lead us out of here immediately?
We now have breaking news.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
What's that, Tim?
He said we now bring you breaking news. We just finished it, Brad. Wake up, man.
So I was telling Walter, I don't know if you're up to date on the Breaking Brad thing, but he basically signed a 1-year deal with the company. He's in the 6 to 7 figure range. That's all we know. It's undisclosed how much we're paying him.
I was going to say, you should have said undisclosed amount of money. Yes.
So it's undisclosed, but it is up there in range. And we just got to expand on his vocabulary, Tim. This is just not viable. For how long can we maintain 1 or 2 lines?
Yeah, he's like a 3-hit wonder.
But he's kind of like Bruce Buffer. Like Bruce Buffer's only got like a few lines, although he does make introductions to fighters. So he does speak more than 1 line. He actually makes intros. So he gets his dollars worth, right? But this guy, and he travels a lot, right? Bruce Buffer travels, the UFC's all over the place and all that. But this guy, he stumbles in hungover the night before from partying. So
right.
Anyways, that's it for that. So let's get to, we went to Instagram. I asked you to send some videos. So we're going to get to those. We got a rapid fire Q&A. We'll implement some draft strategy as we're talking. Again, make sure you guys do grab that 16 round draft solution. You'll be light years ahead of the sheep. Go do that right now. Pull over, Tim. If you're driving, pull over. And I told people, if you pull over, make sure you do it safely, because if you get pulled over and then an officer comes up to you and says, "What are you doing on the side of the street?" Then you got to explain that you're purchasing 16 rounds. You don't want to make sure it's a safe place to pull over, right, Tim? You don't want to just get in trouble.
Right, and then 16 rounds, he's going to think you're talking about some bullets in a magazine or something like that. It's not going to be a good situation. Do not tell the cop you're getting 16 rounds.
That's a good point, Tim. So yeah, say that you're getting ready for your fantasy football. Don't talk about fantasies and stuff. I don't know. Just be careful out there. Okay. So let's get to it here. Let's get to the videos first, Tim, and then we'll do the rapid fire. Should we do it that way? I think we do it that way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. So the first video, let's roll the first clip, and then we're going to answer the question. Let's roll the clip we took to you guys. And I want you guys to be front and center, the listeners, and get to your pressing questions. Let's roll the first clip.
Hello, 16 Round Nation, Fantasy Football Counselor Nation. My name is Anthony Stotts. I'm from Orland Park, Illinois, currently at Illinois State University. Bears fan. My question for the 16 round community is, I ended up with Emeka Mbuka as my wide receiver 2, and I think it's a great pick. I think I got, some options there, and I was just wondering if you guys feel safe, if the counselor feels safe with Emeka Mbuka as his wide receiver 2, knowing how high we've been on him this whole year, this whole offseason. Thanks, guys.
So Anthony looks like a nice guy. He's asking, it looks like he's totally focused. He's a Bears fan. I feel sorry for you. I don't know how you guys are going to do this year. I think the team could be good. He says, is Emeka safe as a wide receiver 2 on your team? And the quick answer to that is absolutely yes. Primed. I think he could be a wide receiver 1 on your team. That's how confident I am. I'm all in on Emeka. I'm all in on the situation. McMillan's out on IR. And you got Godwin. Who knows? It's his ankle, Tim. We were looking at the injury. The guy's messed up. I want to curse on here, but he's really like up. Godwin's upped.
It's been rough for the last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in on Emeka, aren't you? Like volume, Tim, volume.
I mean, just to say a wide receiver 2 doesn't give any other details as to what he's got, what round we're talking. I mean, No, not for me. You know me. I like to play it a little safer. I'm not going with a rookie on a team that's got some decent names on it already. Yeah, one of them's banged up, but no, for me, it's a no.
Tim, it looks like you're not going to get any
I know.
Emeka stock.
I suck.
You're not going to get any Emeka stock because he's going to be coming off. He's come off as early as round 5. And I'm telling you, this guy's top 5 potential. Why? Like, I'm all in on Emeka. I'd rather have Emeka over T. Higgins. I'd rather have Emeka over Puka. I'd rather have Emeka over Amon-Ra St. Brown. Why? Just simply from a talent and volume distribution. Amon-Ra has got to contend with now this new rookie Tesla, that's his name. And then he's got Jameson Williams, and he's got Laporta, and they're saying Gibbs is going to line up as a receiver. Dude, there's so much like volume dilution there, and I got to pay a first-round pick for Amon-Ra when I can get Emeka round 5. Sign me up, Tim. Sign me up, Emeka Egbuka everywhere. Sign me up.
You might have to do it anyways because you go RB heavy in the first 30 even.
Yes.
So that might be one of your only options.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah, it figures you're down for it. Yeah.
All right, we're going to roll to our second call here. Let's get to the clip. And again, I like putting you guys up on video. If you guys want to get in on this, DM me a video, 5-10-second video. We'll do more of these videos and we'll just maybe pepper them into our regular shows. Like, I don't think any other show is doing this, bringing fans up front. I want to put you guys up front and center. Okay, so DM us your video at Fantasy Football Counselor, 10-15 seconds, ask your question, and you might make it on the show. Reminds me kind of like America's Funniest Home Videos. Do you remember those days? You submit your video.
Yeah, that's it.
And
we're not paying you though.
And one of these guys here, I'll get to the video. I don't know which one it is. I remember he's trolling me with a question. We're going to get to that question. I don't think he realizes he's trolling me, but he's definitely trolling me. So let's roll the second clip. Let's get to you. What's your question?
What's up, 16 Round Nation? It's your boy Shannon from New Jersey, currently stationed in California. So my fantasy question is, I have 5 running backs. I don't know who to start. I got Bijan Robinson, Omarion Hampton, Trevor Henderson, Jack Charbonnet, and Bucky Irving. Also, for my wide receivers, I also don't know who to start. I got Calvin Ridley, JSN, Dante Thornton, T-Mac, and what's my other one? Never mind that. Who should I start? Who should I put as a flex? Thank you.
All right, Shannon from Jersey. I think it's Shannon. I couldn't make out what he said. It sounded like Shannon, right, Tim? I think so.
Well, here's the other thing. We've got the guy in the written messages too, the text named Shannon Bard. Remember, we even had one from him last time. Barde. Shannon. Shannon
Okay.
Bard. Has to be.
I don't know if it's the same Shannon, but okay, so it's a bunch of starts and sits. Now, we're not really getting to starts and sits. Turn on the bell, subscribe, join our Patreon group if you want direct access on starts and sits, but I'm going to answer this to some degree. Looks like he's got Bijan, he's got Bucky. Man, start the guys that you invested the higher draft capital in. And it's also not stating how many starters at each position, but looking at this man, he's got T-Mac, JSN, Ridley. I would start Ridley and Thornton at wide receiver. You can't bench JSN. I don't know how many receivers you're starting, right? But I would probably sit T-Mac. And again, we're not focused on starts and sits yet. We're more on draft questions, but I just didn't want it was such a longer video and he seemed really passionate and he showed a lot of enthusiasm. So I wanted to get to the question. So my advice is, man, you got a lot of talent here. Watch the channel. We're going to be doing a starts and sits episode before the season starts. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, join our Patreon. I'll get to this question directly. I can answer these questions in the Q&A. But to answer, man, I would go the guys you drafted with higher draft capital. Like Zach Charbonnet, I'd probably bench him week 1, right? You can't sit Henderson. I say Bucky's safer than Henderson, right? And I don't know who the other one's, Hampton or whatever. So start your starters, the guys you've had higher draft capital in, and don't hesitate to do that. But some of the guys that you're uncertain about, like Charbonnet, is he going to get the full workload? Is Henderson going to get the first full workload week 1? Is T-Mac, possibly feel it out. And with the starts and sits in general, you got to feel out that first, second week, and you'll be good. Okay, Shannon, that's it. All right, let's roll to question number 3. Let's get to the video.
Hi, this is Jonathan Greco from Brooklyn, New York. The question is, who should I get in the first round? Ashton Genty or Chase Brown?
All right, this was a weird question a little bit, Tim. Is Genty or Chase Brown? But Genty's kind of he's like a late round 1, mid to late round 1, whereas Chase Brown falls into the second, sometimes even to the third. Both running backs, Tim. This is a trick question. Is he trying to fool me? Is he trying to test my ADP knowledge?
I don't know, man. I was thinking maybe he meant Jamar Chase and just misspoke. Like, that's the only thing I can think, especially if he's talking to you, because you're taking Genty like number one. He's my one, baby. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm playing it as Jamar Chase. I don't know.
Unless he's assuming like maybe it's his league, like he feels like, and it very well happened that Genty could fall to 2 or late round 1. He's saying round 1, or Chase could come off round 1 if his league is very RB heavy. It's very RB heavy, right? Then you could have like Chase come off like late round 1 because everybody follows maybe 16 rounds. They get all the running backs, and you're kind of left with Genty and Chase at the end. So for me, it's clearly Genty. Chase should fall to round 2, and then you can stack them. Or maybe he's thinking like he doesn't like risk and he wants to reach on Chase round 1. Again, I don't know what you're thinking. It was a very short video, but if you're asking between these two, I definitely like Genty better. Generational talent with Chase Brown, good situation. You could say much better offense, obviously. But again, you're talking about a 5th round pick against a generational talent player. I'm all in on Genty. It's an easy one for me. That's that question. Makes sense, Tim?
I'm with you. I'm just not sure which guy he means, so I'm just going to keep quiet. I'm not a Genty fan, not in the mid to early first round.
I really don't think he got confused with Brown, because it's both Chase Brown and Jamar Chase. I don't think he got his chases off.
We'll have to chase him down and ask him. Corny jokes.
Looks like he's a driver too. He's a delivery driver, and maybe he's chasing down packages. He's chase on the mind. I don't know, chasing down customers who didn't receive their packages. Who knows? Maybe it's a subliminal message. I don't know. All right, let's get to the next one here. We're gonna keep rolling these questions. And again, if you want to drop these questions, DM them to me. Send me a video. Pick up your phone. Send me a question. Let's get to the next one here.
What's up? Fantasy football counselor Joseph. What's up, baby? This is Mondo Jimenez out of Fort Worth, Texas, asking you who you think the number 1 quarterback is going to be this year in fantasy football. Is it Josh Allen or is it Daniels? Hey, holla at me. Fantasy football counselor. Go subscribe, push the thumbs up, and give him love. Hey.
This guy, I told him I'd butcher it. I DM'd him back. I'm like, dude, I'm going to butcher your name here because I pronounced it as bad. He just said, just call me Mondo, right? I love the energy, Mondo. Thank you. He's been rocking with us since for 5 years, he said. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the question. We're talking quarterbacks here. Mondo Jimenez. Is that right, Tim, or no?
No. You would either say Jimenez, like a Y, or Jimenez.
I know.
I go with the Y.
I just said Jimenez. I told him I'd butcher his name. Let's go Jimenez. It's Jimenez. Let's just call him Mondo. Keep it simple. I'm just joking. Easy there, Mondo. Don't get upset, all right? Don't get upset. All right. So Allen or Dan, who's going to be the QB1 at the end of the season? Now, Tim, this is funny because I'm a big Allen guy and you're a big Daniels guy. So I know who Tim's going for. Daniels, right?
You got it, man.
That's your guy.
That's my guy.
Oh, and how did we forget this in the news? Terry McLaurin, hold on. Where's Breaking Brad? We got to go back for a second here. Hold on. Pump the brakes. Where are you, Breaking Brad?
We now have breaking news.
Oh my God, where is this?
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
Dude, how do we forget this? Sorry, Mondo.
It's a contract.
It's a contract. Terry McLaurin overpaid. Dude, 3 years, $96 million. He's good, but he's not that good. What is that, $30 million a year or something like that?
Over, yeah.
And what is the guarantee? I got to check the guarantee. Tim, what do you think, man? What is going on?
It drives me nuts, these contracts. So once again, I'm a guy who looks at the wide receiver to running back position. Wide receivers can typically play this game and play it very well up until the early to mid 30s. Whereas a running back, you're good till 28 and then you're toast. So why do wide receivers get paid so much more than running backs? Running backs have a shorter career.
Okay, so I don't know what the guarantee is, but it's a 3-year extension worth $96 million that includes a $30 million signing bonus. That is wild. Oh, and check this out. There's more news that's happening as we're speaking. It just keeps coming, Tim. I can't keep up with this. That's what I'm saying. By the time we record this, by the time it gets to you in the morning, there's probably going to be more. So Breaking Brad, we got more.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
So they're saying that the 49ers who expressed trade interest in the Raiders' Jacoby Myers late August could be a possible suitor for this disgruntled wide receiver, while Brandon Ayuk is still recovering. Juwan Jennings is nursing his calf issue, his strain. they need wide receiver help. So now Ricky Pearsall's situation gets a little bit more muddy with Jacoby Myers kind of entering that situation. Dude, like they're fumbling too much with my wide receiver and my fantasy stuff, Tim. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this, Tim. I'm not liking it.
It's talk right now, but man, something could happen.
Myers to the 49ers. That's very possible. Hey, clear up my Thornton. I'm okay. Like, we don't want Myers there. And I think Myers was more of a threat, I would say, than Cooper. Cooper's washed up and old. I'm not concerned. So that's it for that. Going back to Mondo's question here. Where's Mondo? I had him on the screen here. I had a little scrolling thing there. Mondo!
Asking if it's Allen or Daniels. And I think we're split on this one. For you, it's Allen. For me, it's Daniels.
Yeah, I like him. And again, there is other quarterbacks that he can. I think Bo Nix has a great year this year. Just want to let you know. But I think I'm going to lean Daniel, not Allen, Josh Allen for sure.
You almost surprised me there.
You almost had me going. All right, let's keep going with the questions. We're going to get to our next video from our listeners. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Smash a thumbs up for our listeners, guys. Smash it. Show them some love. This is you guys. This is one of you. This is you guys. Your questions. Hit the thumbs up. Show some love. Let's get to the next video.
Hey, counselor. My name's Aiden. I'm from Texas. I'm a 16-rounder, and I was in early round 4 this weekend in my fantasy draft, and T. Higgins fell to round 4. And my question is, should I take the value of T. Higgins, who I know you don't like, but he's on a better offense, or should I take Travion Henderson, who's in a arguably worse offense, but potential? I already got 2 running backs, and I'm stacked in running backs, so I'm wondering, should I take the value receiver, or should I go with Travion Henderson, the rookie? Thanks.
Now, this, I think, is the trolling question, Tim. Aiden from Texas. Love Texas, man. Love Texas. Higgins, who you guys know I don't like, and he's actually dropped him. Like, I think it's because I keep hammering on this guy. He was a 2nd round pick, then he became a 3rd round. Now he's falling to round 4. Better value. And Henderson, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off round 3. Amazing training camp, rookie running back, Patriots, for those who don't know. Travion Henderson, I say he's more of a round 3 guy, depending on where you're drafting. He may not come around to the end of round 4. I'm 100, don't even ask me anything Higgins. And Henderson is one of my favorite running back prospects this season, explosive. And Tim, they're comparing him, and I've been comparing him to Jahmyr Gibbs without Montgomery and even stronger. So to me, this is absolutely no brainer. Henderson, without a doubt. And I can't believe you even put Higgins in the same conversation with the great, potentially great Henderson. Tim, what do you think here?
I'm good with it, but I hate the way we are driving the price up on all these rookies. Every rookie now is worth so much more. It's ridiculous.
Tim, why do you have a problem with young players?
I want them to have that first year. So call me a sheep in that sense. I want to see what they can do on a field. I don't want them to just be great coming out of college or this. No, man, it's on the field that matters.
You know, I think we should book a vacation for you and Connor. I think you and Connor, like you guys are
sunny and warm.
You guys are like-minded. I think we should send you off. Now, my question is, would we have to pay an extra seat on the flight for Connor, or would he just sit on your lap?
Well, I guess he could sit on my lap. It might be a little bit uncomfortable for him. Those lonely flights with a sheep on your lap. Whoa.
Well, isn't livestock and animals, aren't they supposed to be put in a special cargo area on flights? I don't know. I've never traveled with a pet. I would assume so.
Okay. The big thing here is you did say live. You realize Connor's not alive, right? Connor's not real?
Yes, he is. He is very. Oh, he's got a bone to pick with you. He's not here for today's show. We're going to have to bring him back for another one. So maybe we should have asked Connor. He should have had Connor answer some of these questions. It would have been interesting. All right, last video here, Tim. Let's get to it. Let's keep rolling it, and then we're going to get to the fast, rapid Q&A. All right, the next question. Your video. Let's go.
Hey, counselor. This is Joe from New Jersey. My question for you is, I'm in a 10-team PPR Dynasty League. I drafted Tyler Warren, JCM, and Amika Ibuka. Do you have any other sleepers that I should stash for Dynasty?
All right, Joey from Jersey. Sleeper question.
Hey, it's Joey from Jersey.
Jersey, man. Yeah. I don't have.
He was very quiet. My experience with a lot of people from Jersey is that they're a little bit loud and boisterous and just out there. Kind of like New York. They're just loud.
I see a little bit of Tim in this video here, Tim. I see the baldness. I see
I don't know, man.
beard.
Look at the length on that baby. That is beautiful.
I don't know. Joey and Tim have some resemblance here. Again, the bald head, the beard.
Of course,
I
all
think
bald guys look the same.
I think you should actually call him and see how you can grow your beard to look like this, because yours is it doesn't compare.
Yeah, it's a little more full. It takes up a little more of the face than I want. I wouldn't mind that, right? But I've had it.
All right, sleepers question here. It's very simple. Number one, I don't want to not give you sleepers, but just go grab the 16 round draft solution. All the answers are there, and that's that simple. But again, it depends on what you're looking for, how you build your team. You maybe I would stash a couple sleepers at running back and wide receiver later, and I'll give you one of each. We talked about the Joe Mixon news, and I think Woody Marks could be a great stash at running back later. Even Ollie Gordon, there's two at running back there. But again, Ollie Gordon's values kind of went up. Like I said, Jalen Wright injury and all that stuff, and the lingering stuff going on with Ache in the background. So he's a sleeper. And you got Woody Marks. It could be something there. Again, rookies, right? Young guys. I like that. Because I like rookies because there's some upside there. With veteran guys that had years to wow, run out wild, I don't like those guys, okay? I also like at wide receiver, I'm all in on Thornton. And now Thornton's ADP's gone up. You're going to have to pay a higher draft capital. Where? It depends. Now, after the Jacoby news, it went up and then went down a little bit when Amari's there. I still believe in him. It's about what you believe in. It's your convictions. But I think Thornton's is still a great sleeper, and I like Pat Bryant on Denver. Now, there was a recent video or a quote, something came out where the number one wide receiver, and he looked good in preseason week 3, is Courtland Sutton. Without a doubt, he got paid this offseason, Tim. He came out and said that Mims, right, who sucks, is potentially the wide receiver too. And I believe, because I've been hearing out of training camp that Pat Bryant is really good. I believe there's jealousy. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm thinking out loud. I believe there's some jealousy there. Because when a player gets intimidated that another guy can steal that job, he's going to push another guy. I really believe Pat Bryant is the best receiver on that team. I hope he gets the volume. We're going to see. Because I don't think Sutton's that good.
I mean, I think Sutton's good, but to hype up anybody else, no. And I know what you mean. Like, he's trying to keep the guy down a little bit. Like, let's keep him down to earth. Let's knock him down even.
Maybe. Mims is definitely not the two. It just sucks. They got rid of Ville and things are opening up. All right, so that's it for the video section. So, Tim, why don't we go to fan Q&A rapid fire? I know you got some questions queued up. Get those glasses. Ooh, there's the glass. I'm going to make you smaller here so people don't have to look at those glasses. There you go.
Sexy, baby. Like the sexy librarian, except I'm an old man.
There you go, Tim.
Now we want to go through these a little faster, right? Like, people were kind of yapping over, too much crap. You guys are talking too much. Oh, but then another guy said, "Oh, you're not giving any stats or anything." So I don't know what you people want.
I know stats very well. If I need to get there, it's all there. I'm just giving you answers based on the stats.
You ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it. Rapid fire. Hold on. Do we need Breaking Brad for this before we start?
No, we do not want Breaking Brad here. Get lost.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Anthony Rizzo, 95. Omarion Hampton or Trayvon? He put Trayvon.
Trayvon Henderson. Yes. We know this is one of the most commonly asked questions of all time this year. And the simple answer is nobody really knows. All we can do is just take a look at the situations, take a look at the talent. Both extremely talented running backs. Okay, who's better? You could argue and lean towards Hampton just based on their profile. I don't know. Like, stronger. I mean, Henderson looked great too.
Rapid.
Oh, it's rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Come on.
And then I was going to break down offense. Okay, Hampton. There you go. I was going to break down offenses and all that. Okay, let's
No. Rapid
People
fire.
People complaining about stats. They want stats. I was going to go in, but okay, go ahead.
I know. Here we go. Shannon Bard. Pearsall or Amika?
I'm going to go with Mika. Now, especially with this Jacoby Myers thing and I don't know, man. Pearsall is good too. I'm going to go Amika.
Okay, we had this question last week, but let's hit it again. This is Darren Scott, 78. Do you care about draft grades? Did my draft and got a D-.
Great question. I answered this.
Quick answer.
No. The answer is no. Do not listen. Let me just I want to say one thing, Tim. I don't want to feel rushed on this one. This was very important. Do not worry about draft grades, okay? here's the deal. If you drafted CMC round 1 last year, and then you went Deebo Samuel round 2, and then you went Cooper Kupp round 3, and then you went, what's his face? Anthony Richardson at round 4, which, quarterback, and then you went Rashad White round 5, and so on and so forth. And then you went, Christian Kirk was round 6. Do you guys get the picture? And I know this. You would have got an A because those were the guys going at the ADP and they all busted. So no. Do not believe in draft grades. Do not be discouraged by draft grades. Ignore draft grades because they're coming from sheep rankings. Do not do it. Okay. Get 16 rounds. All right, go.
Okay. Here's one. Paul DeRoche. How high would you draft Omarion Hampton?
Omarion Hampton. I love him. Now, there is talk about Najee could be ready, Tim. What do you think of that, Tim? I want to get your opinion. He did nothing offseason. I ran his situation, this superficial eye thing, through ChatGPT, and I asked him, like, he's got superficial eye thing. He hasn't been training, all this stuff. It was a fireworks accident, blah, 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 blah. And I asked ChatGPT to pretend that they're an eye surgeon, like a vet, and they predict that it's more, and the fact that he couldn't open his eye, a month after, according to that picture we saw, and they gathered all the intelligence and they feel that this is more serious than it is. And he hasn't practiced. And now they're saying he could play week 1. I'm not sold. And even if he does, he's not going to be in any condition. He might get a pity carry. And even if he does, he's Mr. 3.9 yards per carry healthy. There's no chance. How early would I go? What's the question? How early would I go Hampton?
Yeah.
Late round 1, early round 2.
Ooh, God damn.
I love him. I think he's the real deal.
In the world.
Yep.
Okay, Quad 64. Bijan in the first? Question mark. Bijan in the first?
Obviously, that's
I know, right? Maybe he meant first overall. I don't know because of course it's Bijan in the first.
Yeah, first of all, his name is Quad. Does he work his quads? Is he like a gym guy? Can you tell by the picture?
Come on, man. I don't care he looks like a dog. Actually,
a dog.
Yeah, Quad's a dog.
But why? So he put his a pet pickup. But why would you name yourself Quad? Maybe like a quad, like a 4-wheeler. Like the
sure.
Quad. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Next question.
Hey, someone. Jared's Chronicles. You got a discount code?
Yeah. For everyone listening, if you stayed this late and you guys are enjoying the content, use code WIN to save. Go right now. 16 rounds. There you go. Use code WIN.
Oh my God, this is a no-brainer. I hate to even ask it, but I just love to keep on asking you about Genty. From Noah's 8. How do you think Ashton Genty will do this season?
Love him. Best.
No, that's not the question.
What's a stat line?
Sure, give me that.
Okay. I'm going to pick, I see, like, I'm not a psychic, but I'm very good at analyzing situations, volume and all that. I'm seeing at least well over 250 attempts. That's guaranteed. Like easy. I'm picturing 12 touchdowns minimum. Like that's kind of the floor. I think the ceiling's higher. And I'm picturing, I don't think he's going to crack 2,000 yards, but I easily see him over 1,300 to 1,400 yards on the ground and just a ton of receptions, maybe 50 receptions, wow. three to 4 receiving time. I picture a good year. Like I see him finishing as a top running back potentially. That's how much I believe in him. Yep. I'm crazy. I love him.
Alrighty then. Alrighty. We're good. What's that?
There's your stat lines on him. That's my prediction.
Yeah. What's this? Cuts by Allen. If you're fading Puka, would you take Adams in the 4th? I'm going RB heavy.
I think Adams could potentially be the one there. And then you obviously got the concerns there with Puka potentially getting hurt again. And I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation there because, again, everyone's kind of assuming that Puka's the one. I think Adams is better value. And I heard Adams was torching at joint practices. They were doing joint practice. He was torching the other team. So I'm going to lean Adams, the veteran president. The fact that Puka kind of bowed down and basically gave him his jersey number and stuff. The value of Adams with the potential of Adams being the one simply because he's never been the 2. I think he's valued. I just have no Adams stock. I'm just too busy drafting the players that I like in 16 rounds. And he's not one of them that I'm drafting. So, but Adams over Puka, yes.
Okay. This one, I don't know. I'm Blaze. I took Hampton and Chase Brown from my 2nd, 3rd round picks. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious to see who he went round 1 and what he's doing after. You only get part of the picture, right? But, again, part of me is telling me something might happen to Chase Brown. Hopefully not injury necessarily, but like, he's just not as exciting as some of these other guys, the younger guys, but Chase Brown's in a great situation, and you got Hampton to boot. So hopefully you do okay. Let's keep going.
What is this one? A-Rock 17, Pat Bryant, or Jaden Higgins? Higher floor.
That's tough. Again, there's a lot of moving parts. You got Nico Collins, could injury to Nico Collins. Again, you kind of need an injury to Nico Collins, because I think still Nico's the guy. I think Higgins could end up with a lot of volume. I don't answer the question. There's a lot of, it's not that easy though, right? Like you can't just I like Pat Bryant. I got more Pat Bryant stock. That's it. But there's like, okay, Pat Bryant stock. But go ahead. There's so much to this team. It's not easy. You got to look at stats.
I know, right? These people want fast, but then they want you to explain more.
Like probably one hater in the comment that said that. I don't really care what you
think. Scout Bowl champions. Who do you draft at 10 in a 12-man league?
Who do you draft at 10 in a 12-man league? Again, it depends on
try to be fair with where you're grading someone, right?
I like if Genty falls to 10, you get him. If not, again, you're looking at like a Malik Neighbors. If you want wide receiver, those are kind of the guys you get at 10. Again, Puka, I don't care for. I'm crazy. If Genty's gone, I would go Hampton and then go Kyron and try to get Henderson in 3. That's what I would do. I just load up on these workhorse running backs. Hampton at the end of, if Genty's gone, I'd go Hampton. I know it's crazy. It seems crazy now, but he's just such a great situation.
Here's a funny one that you basically just answered, and you've answered for the last month now, but I'm going to say it anyways, and you don't even need to answer. Jackson Star 2. Is Genty worth drafting at 11? We just answered that question.
Yes.
I haven't even read this one. Raw Dog 7. Who is the 49ers flex player to own for the fantasy playoffs in a Purdy stack? In a Purdy, not pretty. Purdy.
Okay. What's he asking? The late
who is the 49ers flex player? So it almost sounds to me like he's asking for a third on the Niners.
Like naturally it'd just be Pearsall. That's the guy to own, I think. And that's the only guy I'm interested right now. I'm not drafting anybody else. It sounds like he's in best ball. He's thinking best ball, and he's probably got Purdy. He wants to stack some receivers. That's the only guy I'm interested in. And again, there's talk about Myers bending up there and all. Like Pearsall is the only guy I'd draft from the 49ers, if anybody at all.
Okay. Cyborgy 95, Hubbard or Kamara?
None. I got no stock, but if I had to choose,
yes,
Hubbard. But I don't like either one of them. Just I don't know. I don't like either one of these guys.
This one is throwing me. I can't pronounce that name. Tarolit Tovinzia. Sorry, I slaughtered that, but maybe you'll realize by the question. As 5th RB, JCM or Benson?
Oh, that's a good question. I've got a lot of Benson stock, but that was before the the shipping off of Brian Robinson Jr. I would go Ja'Cory just because he was on the show. He seems young. He seems hungry. I'm excited about Jaden Daniels. Terry McLaurin's there. He just got paid, and they got a good wide receiver. I'd go JC, but I like both. I think there's an opportunity, especially if Connor goes down. Boy, oh boy, man, oh man, Trey Benson can go nuts. But Trey Benson's improved this offseason. I think Trey Benson's probably safer floor, and Ja'Cory's based on the situation, assuming there's no injuries, assuming Connor stays healthy, you go JCM.
Okay. I'm Ugly Saint Bowman or Ugliest Bowman, depending on how you want to do it. Who are you going with first overall pick? Who is your first overall? And don't tell me Genty.
Yeah, I would probably. There's 3 people. I would probably and you could literally just pick whichever one you choose. It's ultimately up to you guys to make these decisions, not up to me. I think it's between Jahmyr Gibbs, who should get an uptick in production this year, and Bijan, or Genty. It's out of those 3. It's that simple. And believe me, there's other guys that can finish ahead of these guys. Week 1 happens, God forbid, Bijan gets hurt. He's done. And Hampton has the year of his life, and Hampton finishes as a top running back, or anything can happen. But the way it sits right now, those are the 3. It's up to you to decide. I have done multiple leagues, and I've only had one time where I went 2nd overall, and I just went Genty 2nd over. It could be a mistake, and Bijan and Gibbs were there. The only reason I did that is because I have more Genty stock, and I was drafting later in drafts. So I went Genty. So up to you guys.
Okay, I'm giving you one more, and we're done. Instead of Raw Dog, I believe this is Row Dog 7. Does Connor hold off Benson all season again?
No, it's going to be a split backfield. They're both going to get work. Benson's going to get more work. He's improved. Kyler said he's improved. It's going to be more Trey Benson this year. I assure you that. Connor is just on borrowed time. I can't believe he got as much work as he did last year. Benson just was not up to the task or something. Multiple reports say that Benson's hungry and he's going to do it. So yeah, that's why I got a lot of Benson. Benson's my running back 5 in a lot of leagues. And that's it.
That's it. There was a lot of questions there, guys. Thank you very much for sending them all in. Too many to hit all of them. Hopefully I don't keep repeating the same people week after week. We might make this a thing. It might be a thing we do. So keep it up.
Yeah, I just love interacting with fans and just, getting you guys front and center because it's all about you. Honestly, you guys are what make the channel. You guys are what it's all about. It's just sharing our passion and our hobby together, which is great. Great. So that's it, man. There was a lot here to cover, Tim. That news was wild today, wasn't it? Like, I don't even know what to say.
Couple of big things, yeah. Couple of whatevers.
All right. If you're new to the channel, smash it, tap it, slap it on your way out. Hit the thumbs up. And that's it, Tim. I don't have anything else to say. I talked a lot. There was a lot of energy, wasn't there? I kept the energy the whole, 40 minutes plus.
You're good, man. I'm chill. I'm just always mellow and you're always up.
You're balancing it. It's a balance act. That's it. Thank you, guys. Subscribe, thumbs up, grab 16 rounds. Oh, head on over to mybookie.ag. Use code FFC. Fantasy Football 2025 is here. Let's get it. That's it, Tim. We'll talk soon.